Hello and welcome back to Timehop. Gen X hasn't necessarily developed superior skills, but they have acquired a distinct set over their extensive careers, reminiscent of their 2008 movie Taken. These skills uniquely equip them to navigate modern family life. Gen Xers are notably enthusiastic about parenthood, contributing significantly to reversing the declining birth rates of the 1970s, as highlighted by psychologist Jean Twenge in her book Generations. Despite the prevalence of millennials parenting experts like Emily Oster and Dr. Becky, there seems to be a lack of Gen X-led guidance on child rearing. As a Gen Xer with Gen Z offspring and silent generation parents, I attribute this partly to our generation's middle child status. Sandwiched between the substantial silent generation and baby boomers before us, and millennials and Generation Z after us, our demographic of 65.2 million often feels overlooked. However, our experiences, shaped by a focus on individualism and independence, spending solitary hours watching TV while our parents worked, offer valuable insights to other generations. Yet, typical of our laid-back ethos, we're not overly keen on imposing our lessons acquired while enjoying MTV and exploring our neighborhood solo onto others. However, with the emergence of Generation Z, aged 9 to 24, they are encountering similarly daunting economic, health, and technological challenges, such as a housing crisis, COVID-19, and the proliferation of misinformation on social media that Gen Xers also faced, including stock market crashes, the AIDS epidemic, and the advent of cable television. In light of this, why not draw inspiration from the Generation X playbook? Number 1. Helicopter parenting. Helicopter parenting, a trend associated with millennials, involves excessive parental involvement in children's activities from playdates to school projects, alongside constant monitoring of their whereabouts, spending, and online interactions. Millennials are often found using multiple apps to track and supervise their children closely, even resorting to following them on social media under pseudonyms. In contrast, Matthew Hennessy, author of 0 Hour for Gen X, praises Generation X's hands-off approach. He reflects on a time when Gen Xers navigated a more tactile world, walking to school, sports practices, and rehearsals without adult supervision. In situations requiring communication with parents or friends, they managed without the aid of cell phones, fostering independence, resilience, and self-reliance, qualities that Hennessy suggests are becoming scarce in contemporary America. As a result, Gen X parents tend to hover less and grant their children more autonomy, a contrast to the hyper-vigilant approach of many millennials. Hennessy suggests that millennials could benefit from adopting this more relaxed parenting style, acknowledging the value it brings in nurturing independence and self-sufficiency in children. This shift reflects a generational divergence in parenting philosophies, with Gen X emphasizing the importance of allowing children space to explore and learn from their own experiences, rather than micromanaging their every move. Number 2. All the scheduled lessons. While recognizing the importance of credentials in today's competitive job market, millennials tend to overschedule their children with extracurricular activities, often leading to stress rather than enhanced performance, a sentiment Gen Xers understand well. According to a Time magazine poll, 50% of Gen Xers believe their friends' children are involved in too many activities, compared to 36% of millennials who share this concern. Personally, I've always believed that unstructured time is crucial for children to develop skills like self-entertainment and healthy self-soothing, without relying on electronics, an ability that proves more valuable in the long run than mastering a specific method, like Suzuki. Moreover, Gen X parents prioritize avoiding burnout themselves while ensuring their children aren't overbooked. They appreciate that staying busy can limit screen time, but they also advocate for setting designated periods each day without electronic devices. Number 3. Compare and despair. Generation X didn't have the internet to boast about their children's achievements. Back then, Sharing proud moments meant face-to-face interactions with other parents or family members. Millennials, on the other hand, face a different reality where every milestone, from tournament wins to academic achievements, is showcased on social media feeds. According to a New York Times article on earnest millennial parenting, a stark contrast to the iron-laden Gen X ethos, this constant online comparison fosters both community and anxiety among parents. Competitive parenting isn't new, but the digital age has intensified it. Social media platforms become arenas where parents showcase their children's successes, turning what should be celebratory moments into a potential source of stress and insecurity. This online showboating can inadvertently pit parents against each other, fostering jealousy and scrutiny. For instance, when a Gen X parent recently shared news of their child's acceptance into a prestigious private college online, a comment questioning their financial capability highlighted the pressures and judgments inherent in such public displays. Parenting styles evolve with each generation, reflecting shifts in cultural, technological, and social landscapes. Today, we delve into the differences between Gen Z and Gen X as parents. While both generations aim to raise happy, healthy children, their approaches are shaped by distinct experiences and values. Here are 5 key differences between Gen Z and Gen X parents. Number 1. Technology use in parenting. Gen Z parents. As digital natives, Gen Z parents have grown up with technology at their fingertips. They seamlessly incorporate digital tools into their parenting, using apps, online resources, and smart devices to enhance their children's learning and playtime. Educational apps, interactive games, and online platforms are standard tools in their parenting arsenal. They are comfortable with their children using tablets and smartphones for both entertainment and education, believing these tools can offer significant developmental benefits when used appropriately. Gen X parents. Gen X parents, while tech-savvy, tend to emphasize a more balanced approach. Having experienced life both before and after the digital revolution, they value traditional activities like reading physical books, playing outdoor games, and engaging in hands-on crafts. They are more cautious about screen time, often setting stricter limits to ensure their children enjoy a variety of experiences beyond the digital realm. Number 2. Parenting philosophies and discipline. Gen Z parents often adopt a more progressive and child-centric parenting style. They prioritize understanding and empathy, encouraging open communication and positive reinforcement over strict discipline. This approach reflects their broader values of inclusivity and mental health awareness. They are more likely to negotiate with their children and involve them in decision-making processes, aiming to build mutual respect and understanding. Gen X parents generally lean toward a more structured and authoritative parenting style. While they also value communication and understanding, they are more inclined to set clear boundaries and expectations. Discipline in Gen X households often includes more traditional methods like timeouts or revoking privileges. This approach stems from their upbringing, which emphasized respect for authority and personal responsibility. Number 3. Work-life balance. Gen Z parents place a high value on work-life balance, often seeking flexible work arrangements that allow them to spend more time with their children. Remote work, freelancing, and flexible hours are increasingly common among Gen Z parents. They prioritize family time and are proactive in creating environments where they can be present for their children's milestones and everyday moments. Gen X parents also value work-life balance, but often face the challenge of traditional work structures. They grew up with the expectation of a more rigid work environment, which sometimes makes it harder to achieve the flexibility they desire. Despite this, many Gen X parents strive to carve out quality time for their families, often involving their children in their hobbies and interests to maximize bonding opportunities. Number 4. Health and wellness approaches. Health and wellness are paramount for Gen Z parents, who are well informed about the latest trends in nutrition, fitness, and mental health. they are likely to embrace holistic health practices, including organic foods, mindfulness exercises, and sustainable living. Their approach to health is comprehensive, integrating physical, mental, and emotional well-being into their family routines. Gen X parents are also concerned with health and wellness, but may focus more on practical and traditional methods. They ensure their children have balanced diets, regular physical activity, and routine medical checkups. While some embrace newer wellness trends, many stick to tried and true practices that have worked for generations. Number 5. Educational priorities. Gen Z parents often take an active role in their children's education, leveraging digital tools and resources to supplement traditional schooling. They are advocates for personalized learning, often exploring alternative education methods like homeschooling, online courses, and educational apps. They emphasize the importance of creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence alongside academic achievements. Gen X parents tend to trust traditional educational systems, but remain actively involved in their children's academic lives. They value formal education and often encourage their children to excel in school, participate in extracurricular activities, and pursue higher education. They support their children's learning by helping with homework, attending parent-teacher conferences, and fostering a love for reading and knowledge. If you agree or disagree with any of it as a Gen Z or a Gen X, comment below and let us know. See you in the next one.